Good morning. Please excuse the fact I'm looking and sounding a little bit puffy. I woke up 10 minutes ago, but welcome back to another weekly vlog. This week is actually the final week of teaching before we break up for Easter, meaning after this week I've got the 4 weeks off for the Easter holidays, then 3 weeks of teaching when I'm back, and then start of June I'm finished. So my job for today is to work out a kind of plan for how I'm gonna spend my time during Easter and how I'm gonna structure working on my dissertation, working on another assignment that I've got. I essentially need to make a little bit of a calendar of where I am during different weeks of Easter and then structure and divide my work up accordingly. I did this when it came to my final A-level exams, and I've also done this in previous exam seasons, and it works really well for me. It's essentially like setting mini deadlines to myself, because at the moment I feel like I'm sitting down and I am working on my dis, but I literally spend the whole day working on one tiny thing when I don't really have the time to be doing that anymore. So I want to kind of plan, by this point in April I have finished my data analysis, by this point in April I'm going to finalise my introduction, by this point I'm going to finalise my discussion. Just deadlines like that that mean that I'm forced to finish the section that I'm working on, otherwise I will just sit and fiddle with it forever. And also I'm going away in April. I'm going to Pisa for 3 days with Sid. I'm obviously going down to see my family for a bit. I've got some other plans to go to London, so it's important that I manage the time that I've got left, because it doesn't actually add up to a whole lot. So yeah, I'm gonna work that out today and I will report back to you how I have structured that either at the end of today or tomorrow morning. I've also got a lecture today at 3 for strategic management, and I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of editing of last week's vlog also. So hopefully it will be a productive start to the week.
Throw pain or just strip down. Cold bullshit, I'm blending in. 5 muses and don't compare. A true life will fill your cup. Follow what lights you up. More of what makes you smile.
Tuesday today, and I'm actually going to be working from home today because we're getting a new washing machine delivered at some point this morning because our old one broke again for the second time in a matter of a few weeks. So our landlord kindly ordered a new one, and sometime this morning we are having our old one taken away and a new one put in. So I think my plan for today is to write a social media reflective log that I've got due on Thursday, because they tend to keep my focus wherever I am, because I don't tend to be as focused at home, but because I low-key enjoy writing them, I think I'll still be able to do it and finish it today. I'm also focusing on doing that today because tomorrow I'm actually in London for the whole day, which I'm sure I'll tell you more about tomorrow morning. So today is pretty much the only day actually that I have to write that log, so it's pretty important that I do finish that today. As promised, I'm also going to show you how I planned out my entire Easter, and I even took it one step further and have planned out everything until my last exam. So between now and the 1st of June, I know exactly what work I need to be doing every single day to keep on top of everything. Okay, my camera is struggling to focus on my laptop, but hopefully you can see this clear enough. I decided to make a big table on my Notion that essentially functions like a calendar. So along the left here, I've got all the dates between now and my exam. Then across the top here, I've got a few different columns. So the first column is just titled plans, and in here I put anything down that's gonna take my entire day basically. So for example, on Wednesday I'm going to London, and that means that I'm not really gonna be able to do any work. I've put social media essay here because maybe I can do a bit of work on the train, but I'm not putting any pressure on doing any work this day. The same when I'm in Nottingham over the weekend. However, the reason that these are highlighted in red is because I'm going to be doing social media work over that weekend. So if you're following a similar structure or you want to copy this table, these columns here are obviously going to be relative to whatever jobs or work you have. And then this is a general to-do column. I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to use this column, but I thought it would probably be worthwhile to have it there, because of course other jobs come up, other things happen that you need to do during the day. So with this work to do column, essentially after I'd put in all of my plans and all the days that I needed to edit and do work, I could then see how many of these free days I had where I wasn't doing anything and could fully focus on work. And then I wrote down all the work that I did have to do and divided it between these days. So I've decided at the end of this week to start working on my social media essay, which is due at the start of May around the same time as my dissertation, but it's going to take a lot less time to do than my dissertation, so I'm hoping to just get that out the way fairly quickly at the start of April, and then from mid-April onwards is when I'm going to go in on the dissertation and get that finished. And then after I've submitted my dissertation, I've then done a similar thing with my exams. So I've looked at how many days I have between those exams and then divided those days up between the two exams I have. So I think I've allocated 6 days to revise for each exam. So I'm definitely a little bit stressed now. I'm definitely feeling the pressure of the next few months. I feel like I've had a real reality check, because for the past few vlogs I've been sat here going, I don't really have that much work on at the moment, everything's really chill. And now that I've actually calculated how much time I have left and the amount of days that I have to fully dedicate to work, it's really not that much. So let's get on with it and let's submit this reflective log. This is my problem when I'm working at home. I've just filmed a TikTok. I've been generally procrastinating for at least the last hour, but we are making progress. So I'm gonna start setting some timers on Forest and hopefully finishing this reflective log up. It is 7 o'clock on Wednesday and I've been up since 6 o'clock because today I'm heading down to London for a very exciting day of different events. The original reason that I was going down is I'm attending an event called the Travel Creator Show, which as far as I know is a big kind of convention event where lots of different travel brands have stalls or whatever they're called when you display at a convention, and then it's all content creators and their managers attending, so it should be pretty good for networking, hopefully making some connections with travel brands, because I am going traveling again this summer. Sid and I have recently booked to go to Indonesia for 4 weeks between the end of my exams at the start of June and our graduation, which is at the end of July. I think I said this last time I went to London as well in the vlog, that it's just nice having these days occasionally to add a bit of a social element into my job, because otherwise most of my work is done alone, so it's always nice to chat to people in the same industry doing the same thing as you. Before the Travel Creator Show though, I'm going to a launch party for Dr. Pawpaw's skincare range. I don't have it on me, but Dr. Pawpaw make those yellow lip balms. Then afterwards I'm going for a meeting with my manager, because we always have our little bi-weekly meetings on a Wednesday, and seeing as I'm in London it just makes sense to do it in person. So it's gonna be a very back-to-back day, but it always is when I'm in London, because I go down so infrequently. Everything just ends up being shoved into one day and I end up just running around London like a headless chicken. I don't know why this camera always makes me look so pale. Like in my mirror my foundation matches my face, but on camera I look like a ghost. Another very exciting thing happening today is I'm gonna be on TV tonight. Back in January I had a whole TV crew come up to the university, come into my house, because I'm gonna be on a segment of the Gadget Show tonight. The producers somehow found my channel and saw that I use an iPad for university, and for one of their episodes they wanted to do a segment where they were comparing a budget tablet to a more expensive tablet, and they wanted the kind of case study to be university students, I guess. So they asked me if I'd like to take part, and of course I said yes. So back in January we had a super fun day of filming, trying out these different tablets, and to be honest I am so nervous because I obviously haven't seen the final edit of this show. I haven't even seen what the footage looks like, whereas when I film myself for YouTube I can obviously refilm whenever I want to, I can edit however I want to, I have complete creative control. And it was a very long day of filming, like we were filming for at least 11 hours I think, and this is only a 15-minute segment, so it's going to be very interesting to see how it turns out. Although I'm not sure when I'm gonna watch it, because it comes out at 7 p.m. tonight and at 7 I get on my train back to London, so I might wait until I'm back in Leeds and then watch it with Sid or watch it with my housemates, so I have someone there for moral support, but I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait that long. Anyway, this has turned into a very long clip now, so I'm gonna finish getting ready, I'm gonna add some colour back into my face clearly, and we'll head to London.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. Serves as a reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair, put you down and leave
London Overground. Other. Something that doesn't look right.
I'm back from London and we're gonna watch the Gadget Show. I'm actually really nervous. I feel like everyone has watched it apart from me. Like I've had a message from every family member.
Where is she? There she is.
Lydia, Violeta. Plays hard.
Nice to meet you.
Now, I'm a regular tablet user.
I am. I use mine all the time at university.
Version of the iPad, 6th generation. Now I've got a legit experience when it comes to input, and that trend
He did you so bad there. He just sat. I'm gonna go back. Sleep paralysis demon.
Why is this clip?
meet.
Good morning. I'm in a little bit of a rush this morning to get to uni because I've got a meeting in 20 minutes time. It's only on Zoom, but I tend to take my online meetings on uni campus because the Wi-Fi is so bad in this house that I literally cannot have Zoom calls. I have woke up feeling pretty tired this morning though, because yesterday, as exciting as it was also very draining. There was a lot of walking, there was a lot of running around London, there was a lot of being social and networking. So I'm going to take it a little bit easier today. I've obviously got that call and then I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on my social media assignment that's due at the start of May. And then I'm finishing early for the day and going for pizza with a few of my housemates at about 4. So hopefully it should be a lovely day. Morning, it is Friday and I know I say this every week, but this week has gone so concerningly quickly and I feel like I've made very minimal progress. I was saying this just now to Megan in the kitchen that we both have these plans of all the work that we should be doing for the next few months to keep on top of everything, and obviously I showed you how I did that earlier in the week, but the reality of actually sticking to it and actually doing the work is a whole nother story. And I feel like the getting started part and actually getting into the flow of that plan is always the hardest part, which is the part that I'm at right now. I started working on my social media assignment yesterday and briefly looked at it on the train on Wednesday, but I feel so out of practice of doing uni assignments now. I think because I've been focused on my dis for so long, and that's quite a different writing style to usual uni assignments. So I'm just trying not to overthink this social media one because, to be honest, I need to do it as quickly as possible and get it out the way. So my plan, oh my god, I nearly spilled my coffee everywhere. So my plan is to head to the library and spend the morning doing a bit more reading for that assignment, trying to get a plan together. And then I've actually got 2 lectures this afternoon. I've got a advertising lecture and a social media lecture, and then after that I'm gonna go and do a run at the gym because I've been trying to get into running recently for reasons that I'll probably tell you later on because it's not 100% confirmed yet. But it's something that I've always wanted to do but have never really stayed consistent with. I mean, this is only the second time that I'm actually running at the gym. I did it last week as well, and it honestly took me like a week to recover from, and I only ran 3k. But I'm trying to get better with it. I'm trying to stay consistent, and I feel amazing after I've done it before all the calf pain and the knee pain sets in. But I know that that's probably being caused by my technique, and that's definitely something that I need to work on. But anyway, I'm probably just gonna montage the rest of the day, so I will say goodbye now. I really hope that you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, make sure to subscribe for the rest of the Productive Uni Diaries. Also make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I had a TikTok blow up this week where I showed how I make the salad that I have every single day for lunch, so I'm definitely going to do more things like that over there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!